Welcome to the Hedera Coffee Break with Yamgo. After a short break, I'm coming back to you with the latest news and insights from the world of Hedera. My name is Pat, as always, and I'm part of the team developing Yamgo, the ultra-secure wallet on Hedera Hashgraph. In today's episode, as always, I'll be covering a few different stories that happened over the last time in Hedera ecosystem, like recent appearance of Yamgo at Meet the Drapers. I would like to also mention about foundation appearance on New York Stock Exchange presenting to institutional investors. We're also going to touch points on Hedera transactions, and we're going to finish that off with the recent situation around Binance. So yeah, let's grab your favorite cup of coffee and let's dive in. Yamgo at Meet the Drapers, guys. So what's going on? So to give you a quick overview what happened. So last year, Yamgo, we decided that we're gonna attend the, one of the biggest tech events that is the in Europe Web Summit in Lisbon. And at the same time, we also had a chance to take part in a startup competition called Meet the Drapers. So what is it about? So this unique show brings 36 different entrepreneurs from regions around the globe, carefully selected to pitch the innovative ideas alongside investor Team Draper. So this show isn't just a show, this is not just the competition, this is the groundbreaking opportunity to win a really, really great prize of $1 million, right? So, but to achieve so, to get that prize, we basically gonna need your help, guys. What I mean by that, we need your votes, right? We need help of the community to help spread the word around Hedera and the awareness of our business and what we're building on about and how superpower it is. So what I prepared basically, you can find that one on my Twitter. I created a post that's gonna give you really quick instruction how to do it. It's really easy and simple. And if you would like to help us out and contribute to the growth of the awareness and the work we do and help us out, we would really appreciate your vote so much, so we can grow even further. To watch the whole episode, you can actually access that one on drapertv.com. I'm gonna link all everything down in the description of the video, so you can have access to it and watch it in your own time. As I think it's really nice to see what is out there and what other people are pitching, and definitely the Yamgo gonna bring your attention as well, and you're gonna help us out by voting on us. So yeah, thank you. HBAR Foundation presenting to institutional investors. So what's going on about that, guys? So as you can see, on the 3rd of November, we got this tweet from Shane, CEO of HBAR Foundation, that he's going to present at New York Stock Exchange the power of Hedera to institutional investors, particularly focusing on tokenization of real-world assets. And I bet by emphasizing Hedera supremacy, he had to spotlist things like, the massive TPS we can achieve, the ABFT security factor, the potential for scaling, and the unique governance model we have as well, and making Hedera the front runner in distributed ledger technology space. Also, the one thing that I would like to highlight is the statement he showed on that event. The on the chain is the new online that I really liked. I think that's hinting the shift we're going through right now in digital world, and I think that got interest around many investors. And even Shane, one of his tweets, I can't find it right now, but he mentioned that in one of his tweets that Hedera is right now at the peak of interest by investors. So hopefully that's true. If you would like to go find out more about this event, I'm gonna leave link in the description to spaces held by HBAR Foundation, where Elaine and Zepsi, as far as I'm aware, they're going through everything, answering any questions around that topic. So I think that's worth listening if you're interested. So yeah, to finish that part, I think the potential impact of Hedera Hashgraph in the mid future was the key takeaway for that event. I think that's really good, because that's signifying promising trajectory for the upcoming bull market, that we're all anticipating. So I believe because of the event and because of that, we're gonna see the impact on the price in the near future, hopefully. Hedera is now visible on a ChainSpect. So yeah, what does it mean for us, guys? So, we all know that Hedera network is flexing its muscles for some time, processing thousands of real transactions per second, thanks to the sheer power of Hedera technology, right? Of course, it's not only about the TPS. When it comes to Hedera, it's all about the hash graph difference, and Hedera stands out by showing crypto world what's possible with this cutting-edge technology. And guess what? You can now compare and prove it with some numbers by using ChainSpect specifically. So you can right now compare Hedera with other layer ones in terms of the transaction, the real transaction that these chains are processing. So as you can see, Hedera is on the top, which is not surprise, right? And you have other chains like Solana, Tron that are transacting. So you can see the real-time transactions on that website. So, that gives you basically this head-to-head comparison with other layer one. And I think it's really useful metric. So that actually shows you what chain is actually doing the most right now in a space. So I'm going to leave the link in the description of the video. As we're talking about TPS, I think it's also worth, highlighting the recent post from Lemon. We just crossed next milestone, 30 billion transactions per second, and we just keep growing and growing, and that's absolutely amazing to see. And hopefully what I'm looking for next year, that we're gonna see very similar post from Lemon, but with much higher number. So yeah, hopefully we can see that one soon. Binance CEO goes down. So yeah, guys, you heard that right. The largest exchange CEO unfortunately pleads guilty to federal charges. It's not directly related to Hedera, I'm aware of that, but I think still some of you hold HBAR on that exchange, so I think that's worth mentioning and see what's going on. So yeah, CEO of Binance stood down without a fuss really, and he pled guilty on various charges from the US Department of Justice. So that led to 4.3 billion in fine, as well as far as I'm aware. Let me go through it. Yeah, 50 million fine, personal fine from him, and also he has been released on 175 million personal recognized bond. That's actually huge, and there is lots of fines for that one. So, in particular, the Department of Justice identified sanction violations done by former CEO, which is really not good, as you can imagine. Being fined that kind of amount of money is absolutely crazy in my opinion. But yeah, it happened. So in court, CZ really declared that he wants to take responsibility, and in a tweet he pointed out that unlike the FTX thing, regulators didn't allege any market manipulations by him or found misappropriation in the charges against Binance. So that's good for the overall market. The reaction of that news was not that significant, which is really good in my opinion. So his resignation really sent Bitcoin just below $36,000, bringing it up a few days later to all-time highs from this year. So that means that our industry matures, and news like that are not really impacting the price. So that's why it's worth remembering that in the long term, digital assets thrive not on individual humans and cults of personality, but on a cult, hard code, and decentralization. So that's how I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in and being with me. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and hopefully see you in the next one.